Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Dicey Dungeons. Today I think we're on another Jester episode, episode 3. Let's see, after defeating an enemy, keep all of their equipment, new delete skills, destroys cards permanently. Alright, let's see what this is. First time I played Dicey in a while, but you know, I'm not really too worried. I think Dicey just generally is one of the more manageable games. Now it does have like some extreme peaks and valleys where it kicks the crap out of me, but permanently delete the first card in your hand. Okay. Well, that's interesting at least. But not. Oh, needs. Oh, okay. Plus 4 damage. No complaints. Yeah. So we'll see how this goes. Like I said in the past couple videos that I've been recording, this could be one of the last Dicey Dungeons videos for a while, just because I'm going back to school and we're gonna be, or I intend on focusing a little bit more on personal life, school, all that good stuff. So, I'm going to be probably streaming more often is probably the plan. And this channel will be kind of a stream, VOD kind of thing. I'm not going to be able to... Yeah, we can kill him. Okay. Yeah, so, just haven't been up to a whole lot recently. Just got done with hanging out with one of my friends, playing some video games. Okay, we steal all their equipment. That's interesting. Yeah. You know, one thing that I've been seeing a lot about recently is, and for what seems like for the past entirety of my life, is more information on the Schneider. Is it Snyder or Schneider? The Snyder cut of the Justice League, which I think is completely set up just to be an absolute fiasco. And I can't wait. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm personally not excited for it. Was Justice League bad? I think Justice League was better than Batman v Superman, and it was just a straight up okay movie. I did not hate it. Didn't love it either. There were some some fun parts. And I would say that about Batman v Superman too. I mean, that Batman fight scene in the, I say it all the time, the Batman fight scene in the, it gives me shield, I did not know that. In the warehouse is still one of the coolest Batman scenes that I've seen before. Really, dude, I don't like Zack Snyder. I do not like his movies. Pretty much from top to bottom. He's never kind of been my kind of director, so I'm not too interested. He seems like a good guy though. I'm pretty happy. I know when all this stuff with Justice League went down, he did have a pretty rough time. I think his daughter passed away, and I'm not gonna I'll keep it at that because I don't really know exactly what happened. I just know it was a really tragic thing. And apparently, even though if you were to compare their films, I would 100% say I prefer Joss Whedon's films and him as a director. Apparently, Joss Whedon is a piece of garbage. That's been what everybody's been hearing from Ray Fisher, I believe, plays Cyborg in the he seems like a perfectly respectable guy, did a decent job in there. He's not my Cyborg though. At the end of the day, you got Kari Payton, who plays him in the original TV show, and I think, or in Teen Titans and in Teen Titans Go. And then recently, I think I've chronicled my love for this show quite a bit. I'm actually going to look at this guy's name, but whoever plays him in Doom Patrol also just is doing he just gets so many items from that. He's doing a killer job. Let's see, what is his name? It's something kind of, yeah, Joivan, Joivan Wade. Yeah, I absolutely love him, but needs a 4, needs a 5. That's kind of, it's not as good as I thought it would be, now that I think about it. I'm gonna discard those. Yeah. Nonetheless, I mean, I absolutely believe that Joss Whedon is kind of a bad dude, and no doubt that he did all that stuff, and it's pretty horrible. And he's hopefully he gets justice. But aside from the fact that he's a terrible guy, and kind of waiting to see how that specifically all pans out. I am interested to see specifically what ends up happening with this movie, and if I want to know what happens. I mean, one, is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? I have a feeling it's going to be bad. the DC movies have just been a total mess, and the amount of characters they're trying to introduce in a single movie is absolutely heinous. It's been a bad idea from the start, in my opinion. It seems tremendously risky. At least if you attach him, he will die. Let's see if he even tries. No, he just ends his turn. Looks like these enemies will not willingly boost, which makes sense. Yeah, they just don't have the correct pieces, and yeah, and like I said, I just have never really resonated with a Zack Snyder movie. Watchmen is just, look, I know a lot of people like Watchmen. I could not disagree more. The TV show is one of the best pieces of media I've seen all year, like hands down, not even close. But I really feel like the ball was dropped with the movie. And I mean, of course, when we're talking about people and directors or writers that we have a tremendous amount of respect for me, it doesn't get any, I don't have anybody that I really respect more right now. Maybe I do, but one guy that definitely comes to mind when I'm thinking about it is Damon Lindelof, the guy who got the reins of Watchmen. I mean, that is just a match made in heaven, and it really worked out. But you know, I'll give it a chance. I mean, I'll be in the theaters. I'll see it. You know, I'm not gonna shy away from it. That's for sure. But I really feel like people are gonna be disappointed. It's just like every day I feel like they drop like some information where it's like Zack Snyder confirms that Steppenwolf is gonna look like this in the movie, and he confirms that this scene's gonna be in the movie, and that these characters are gonna interact this way, and Martian Manhunter's in there too, and like I'll tell you one thing. One problem with let's see if we can destroy some cards. Let's clear it up. Probably don't need this many boops. The problem with Zack Snyder's, or with Joss Whedon's version, was not that it was lacking characters. Quite the opposite, actually. So I'm not really sure how they're going to make that work, but I'm almost certain that there are plenty of people out there that are absolutely going to disagree with me on that. And, you know, more power to them. If the movie ends up being good, I'll be there enjoying it, and I'll be the first one to say that I was wrong. So I'm interested to see how it goes either way, but yeah, it is a bummer. I'm definitely glad that Ray Fisher is officially. I saw like his interview today, or parts of it, and he was saying that he's struggled a lot. I mean, yeah, I mean, I can imagine it's got to be hard to go after Joss Whedon. Like, a lot of people, I remember when, even when I was a kid, I mean, I was 12 years old when Avengers came out, and the first thing I knew Joss Whedon did was Avengers. So, I kind of always associated with him with that. But, the guy, he's kind of a titan in the industry. He's done a lot more. I mean, obviously, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I mean, since then, he's done some pretty crazy stuff. I know people like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. more than I do. He like wrote Cabin in the Woods, or at least part of it. Like, this guy, he's talented. So he's in like the industry's writer kind of thing, where he's right up their alley. So him getting attacked is going to be tough, especially when I think that was honestly one of Ray Fisher's earlier acting roles in his career, if I'm not mistaken, and I very well could be. And like I said, I mean, I think he did a good job, and definitely made a case for him to be in more stuff. I'd be excited to see what he's working on next. It's definitely wild to me though. And seems like after everybody's been rightfully going after Joss Whedon and shutting him down, it seems like everybody has nothing but respect for Zack Snyder. So I also, speaking of like director drama, I'm sure a lot of you guys saw sometime like last month, there was Anne Hathaway came out and said that Christopher Nolan doesn't let people sit down on set, which is, first off, I think I don't know who I saw say this, but somebody put it pretty well, which, like, the first would be like, I agree that is kind of like a weird thing, and definitely it is a big ADA concern. So it's always confusing because I don't know why. I feel like Whedon would be careful, or not Whedon. Nolan would know better than to risk that, and it just doesn't seem like something that's worth it. Like, and I think they even came out and denied that it's the truth. And I honestly, I don't know whose side to pick. I haven't heard anybody come and agree or defend with anybody outright. So you know, it seems like a weird thing to do, but it also seems like an extremely weird thing to lie about. So kind of just waiting for more information. But I saw somebody say, like, if you guys think that's crazy, wait till you hear about like what Stanley Kubrick did. Specifically, I mean, to a lot of stuff, but I think one of the things that they were referring to there was the treatment of the actress. I'm gonna look up. You know, I just recently slam my phone on my keyboard. I like kind of getting names of actors and actresses just out of respect. Sorry, I'll end my thing. Really small word. Here, Shelley Duvall. Yeah, so apparently Stanley Kubrick just treated her like absolute garbage to get like a genuine fear-based acting response out of her, which is the most old school and pretty terrible thing I've heard in a while, and it certainly doesn't surprise me. You know, it seems like that might click in somebody's head that it would be a good idea to do. I mean, and not even a good idea, but an idea. It's really unfortunate though, because you never want to hear about somebody like, I don't know, they had to and yeah, I guess there's also the thing where I think they told the kid that it wasn't even a horror movie just to try to get that childlike innocence. So I think back then they were a little bit more experimental in terms of how they were willing, and I guess the restrictions were a little bit lighter, but kind of on how they were willing to go about getting these like raw kind of performances. And I'm probably for allowing the actors to kind of do their job on their own terms, but yeah. See, the chair thing, I'm just like, if it is real, why? Such a strange standard, you know, like, be a really weird thing to do. Not that I'm not saying he didn't, I'm not saying he did, it's just kind of just an interesting thing. And even then, you know, I saw people like boycotting him, and I don't know, man, like, I have to admit, I am a bad person when it comes to that, if I'm being honest with you. If we're saying, if our culture has 100% kind of like landed on the fact that, and I don't think it has necessarily, but I guess what I'm saying is like the people who do think that you should boycott things, people for doing things like that, then I am probably a bad person in their eyes, because as soon as I saw something like that and people saying that we need to not support that guy anymore, I'm like, you know, I've been sitting here seeing every Mission Impossible movie every year opening night, and Tom Cruise is absorbed in one of the most controversial and disdained religious sects, I think, in America. And certain, I didn't even want to do that. I was trying to back out to look for more stuff, but yeah, we'll go ahead and fight this guy here. And you know, I'm sorry, but I understand that Tom Cruise is absolutely insane, and his brain is being manipulated by powerful financial forces that are not to be trusted, and he's in the claws of a cult, essentially. You know, it's unfortunate, but you know, I'm still going to be seeing those movies because it's probably one of, if not my favorite, flat out franchises that's working or that's out there right now. So I'm sorry, he keeps making those movies. I'm going to keep seeing them. Kanye West, you know, I understand that is an extremely controversial name, especially right during this moment, essentially. I saw a really interesting Wisecrack video about this the other day. Their YouTube channel kind of dissects a lot of modern pop culture concepts and our interaction with pop culture, and they kind of talked about how we have an interesting our modern notion of what genius means is kind of what causes a lot of these problems for us. The idea that we think that somebody like Elon Musk, because he did revolutionize the car industry and set up the oh, it was a freaking fake apple. I should have known. 2 apples was too many. He revolutionized the car industry and allowed PayPal to become like the titan that it is today. We think that we can trust him to give us sound advice on vaccines and on diseases. That's not true. Some people can be extremely smart in one field and just absolutely mind-meltingly dumb in others, and that's something that more people need to realize, you know. And that was just a fantastic series of events right there. And look, I totally understand that. I know that I think that Kanye is maybe one of the greatest musical geniuses alive today. I will stand by that statement. I think the dude is a oh, I did not want to do that, actually. That was a mistake. I think he is a straight up musical genius, but definitely would not get my vote in the presidential election coming right around the corner. Yeah. Because, I mean, can we even trust him to show up the day of inauguration if he can't even drop an album? Every single time he says an album's gonna come out, he just ghosts us completely. Just like a toxic significant other. What do we do? This gives us sort of anything. Okay, that's interesting a little bit, but not necessarily mostly forward to. Here's all dice, pretty much. These kind of runs just aren't necessarily my cup of tea when it comes to upgrading stuff. I never know what to upgrade here. But that being said, please sir, may I have some more? I need to, you know, I think as you can see, I'm a bit of a hoarder. Shocks 3 equipment. Wicker staff. Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna start cutting through some items here. We're in a point where I've probably let it go on too long. But yeah, I think that's a really interesting video. You guys should check out the Wisecrack video on Genius, where it's like it's totally okay to outright say that Kanye is one of the greatest musicians alive. That doesn't mean that you support the fact that he's slowly descending into oblivion and he's refusing to get the necessary mental health attention that he needs. You know, you don't gotta support that, but you know, Elon Musk obviously is a car genius who he stays cursing. Yeah, Elon Musk, car genius, but you know, I don't necessarily stand behind his viewpoints on pronouns that he dropped the other day. Neither does his wife. You know, I'm starting to think that all that attention and fame is not good for the brain. Not that that's the only thing that really drove Kanye or Elon Musk to the point that they're at, but nonetheless, they're give me a 4. Give me a 4. Oh, that one is actually just mean. He dropped that many. Dude, this is actually a tough fight. He gets 4s every single time. He has so many dice. This is a tough one. Oh my gosh, this is so brutal. We probably don't even have enough for that. But I'm not. Come on. Oh. He would. Luckily he's not dropping too much damage on us, but oh dude. We need to do something about this. Okay, here's the plan. here. What else you got? We'll see if we got a 5. Okay, dodge. Is this a 1? No. 9 damage there. That's pretty good. Can't complain. Are you an even at least? 1 damage. Not fantastic, but at least we're getting there now. Yeah. It's kind of just what I've been thinking about recently, I guess. I don't know. I've had this conversation. Like, everybody, like all of my close friends and family are very aware of the fact that I am a Kanye supporter. And, I mean, the thing is, even, like, before either V2s by any chance. Honestly, Worm Bite? Worm Bite. Do 1 damage. What the heck? I was hoping I'd be able to get those out so I could just delete that thing. Okay. Some more dice. Duplicate. Hit for 6. I'm fine with it for that. Nice. And let's get rid of all those. We have to get those. Yeah. I mean, even there are things that Kanye has done in the past, or things that have happened to Kanye that I've even defended him about. Not a lot. Basically, a lot of the time Kanye says things that are absolutely, without a doubt, not deserving of respect or even any, I don't know, any thought, you know. But like, there are some things that he's been roasted about that I'm like, you guys are crazy if you don't agree with him there. One thing that always stuck in my mind personally, or like a while back, when there was one video that released where he was yelling at the paparazzi, and people were talking about how he's like such a mean guy to paparazzi, and in that specific video, the paparazzi were like outside of his house taking pictures, trying to get into his garage at like 3 or 4 in the morning. And he was just out there like yelling at him, saying mean things, but I'm like, you would react the exact same way if people were doing that to you. Like, I refuse to believe that you would not be absolutely roasting them if they pulled up to your garage that late at night, you know? That's something, those kind of things, I'm like, people just want to hate on him, but, you know, can't really, although it is just such a power move, I can't get behind him icing Taylor Swift at the Grammys, you know? She going up and making that power move on her is just disrespectful in so many ways. It's not like she's the one who voted for herself, and she was like a young girl, so the fact that she, like, I don't know, achieved her dream at that age, and you just had to be the guy who goes up there and completely, like, ices her and makes everybody feel really uncomfortable and bad. Dude, yeah, actually copy that. That would be dope. Yeah, so don't get me wrong. I definitely can sympathize with the fact that the dude's done some bad things that can't necessarily agree with. And yeah, I don't know. I definitely, it's just, I mean, after, gosh, freaking Worm Bite, dude. I'm gonna, you know what? This is purely a play for down the line, essentially. Get that out of there. It didn't work. Yeah, basically, we're being a little bit risky here because this guy could potentially do some serious damage to us. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Hit. See, I don't like blinding dice of CPUs because they're CPUs. Does that even matter? Does that do anything? I'm not necessarily sure how that works. Doesn't seem like a worthwhile. Oh, dude, this is a tough fight for sure. I think while we have the opportunity, we might want to do that. Man, that is so tough. He has no poison on. Get the infliction on. Okay. Well, we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna need to do a lot of damage this next turn. He's running out of damage to do, essentially, is the only good thing. He's continuing to lock us. Of course. Give that to me. Sure, get that out of there. Get that out of there. Okay. I think statistically, he can't even kill us, because 5, 8, yeah, I don't know what happens when that move runs out of hits, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be able to do enough damage to take us out there. Minimum 3. Sure. I want to get that for max damage. See, because now that's going to be at like 3 damage. Are you kidding me? Of course we rolled 3 6s right then. And still. Sure. Well, what was I school? Only going to do 9 damage, I think, but 2 locked dice, but we're up to a decent point. This has been a horrible fight for every reason in the world. Yeah, send that. Hit for that. Need to heal a little bit. Of course it is not. That would have. I mean, there's nothing we can do here. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of the one item that it was offering to get rid of, so not necessarily going to worry about that. We have the wind down. We'll be able to heal after this. Go ahead and finish it off. Okay. So we're going to be going into... No, we're not going into the boss quite yet. We do have so many freaking items. Okay. Well, this could be dangerous. We're basically going to have to go off on the main stage here. There's no sugarcoating that. This guy is an absolute threat. He's strong against poison. Okay. Odd, 100%. Lock that down. Get that out of there. I think we do clear, because we do got to get right into the damage to make sure we kill this guy. 1 lock on 3 dice is not something to be ashamed of. Okay, I thought that was going to give us health off the rip, but we needed a 6 to get health. Okay. 2 fire. A wish. Come on. Did it really have to lock and ignite the same die? Okay. This is a extreme threat, and he's rolling so high. He's rolling so high. Jeez, dude. Okay. We got a duplicate of 4 or 5 here. Can't even use that 2 times this turn. I think we're in for some heat here. Okay, we can get 8 damage there. He's resistant to poison, so it's not even worth it. Can't hit with any of those. I guess here you go this. Hope you get something decent. No? And we gotta sink this here because we're not even gonna... We're gonna need to make some space after this. Okay. Roll low, roll low. Oh no. Dude. Well. Yeah, we have to kill him this turn either way. Curse enemy is just not gonna do it. 2 uses that turn. Oh, and it didn't even get... I think we're out, boys. Because even if he does nothing on his next turn, we gotta kill him this turn. You know, look, this is extreme BM and it's meaningless anyways. However, if we don't kill him this turn, we could leave. We'll be back into the fight. He'll have full health. We'll have 5 health, but we won't have the 1. I'm gonna do it, but just purely for the meme. For the fact that it is a possibility that we can do. So we'd be able to get 4 damage here. I guess we could have poisoned him and then gotten that, but it didn't work out in a way that's going to be wonderful. We did get close to killing him, but look, this is our best bet here. Attempts to flee. Oh, that's how that works. I literally thought we'd just be able to leave and get out scot-free. We are dead. We're living on borrowed time. The Jester is a hard character. You know, I don't know why he's got to do all this flare to us. He doesn't even use any moves that would ignite our... oh my god, dang. Okay. Wait, I fled? I got out. It's not over. Okay. So, this is pretty simple. All we had to do, he had 13 poison, but the fact that we got away, now we're fine. Nothing to worry about at all. Okay. Here. You gotta go 4 damage and weaken him. No doubt about it. 6 damage for the shock. Got another one. 9 damage there. Okay. Here, you need to attempt... I think you need to attempt to get the lock. Okay. He can kill a sister. It depends on his rolls. He will not. Holy crap. It actually worked. As much as I hate to admit it, my idiotic plan actually worked. Okay. To an extent. Here, 5 damage and locking 1 back. I think that is worth it. I do think we're gonna clear here and then see what we can get up to. 2 damage, weaken an enemy, and then hit for 6 damage. We're dead. We're dead. We're not dead. We're still alive. He didn't kill us there. Why did he not kill? Look, I am thinking we have to play this perfectly. We didn't roll high enough for Wicker Staff to work, which was unfortunate because that would have put us in a great spot. Wouldn't have killed him, but would have been so good. But unfortunately, we are at 8. We're 1 short of making it work. We won't survive 1 turn. And we don't have the magic trick. So off the rip, you put 1 in here and you heal. You can throw this in, get a new dice, roll another 2. 5 damage. It hurts so bad. It hurts so bad because I thought there was a chance. Look, I'm not going to do it again. Am I not going to do it again? Am I not going to do it again? I could do it again. Here's the... Well, look, we're not necessarily dead, but we're basically dead. Because here, burn 2 of his dice, but he's going to get more dice back. We didn't even use 1. I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss for words. I literally, probably about 10 minutes ago, I said that we lost this run. And was at like 3 health on the same fight. Look, regardless of how this goes now, I am happy. I'm a happy man. That was closer to a win than I ever deserved. So the fact that it even humored me and made it a possibility that a win was in the conversation is something that I am tremendously grateful for, and it was truly a hilarious situation. That was basic. I literally did not know that the flea could be used tactically. I honestly feel like I cheated the game a little, like not a real like putting in the Konami code kind of cheat, but nonetheless I feel like I exploited a loophole that was not intentionally meant to be used in the way that I used it. But hey, yeah, I mean I did it was within the rules, exactly within the rules what I did, so can't really complain. Yeah, we might actually end up winning this just because I had that stupid play. Unreal. She's gonna have a lot of shields. She's not an easy person to kill, I will say that. She really likes to build up. Oh my goodness, a lot of points. for 6 for sure. And the shock. Yeah, go ahead and dismiss those. Gosh, dude. Literally, there was never a point in this run where I played well. I misused the main conceit of the game the entire time. I never really leaned into using this and have a deck of like 60 cards right now. It's absolutely hilarious that I'm even facing the boss right now. We're gonna take a stall. Got 8 shield up. Okay. Got some solid rolls up. So 4 some fire damage and some burn. I definitely 9. I think yeah, we can actually do both of these in one pair. Great, sweet. Putting the timer on her a little bit. She could do some serious damage here. 8 specifically, getting ready for that second bash. I think I could try to get lucky here. This is straight up 4 damage. Not to her directly, but you know what I mean. Here, no complaints there. Freeze 1 dice. That needs a 4, so we're gonna have to burn that. Oh man. Oh, roll a new dice. Oh, of course we get another 6. Roll a new dice. Okay. She's dead. Yeah. I'm at a loss for words. The fact that we won there is absolutely hilarious. There was a point where we had less than like 5 HP and the enemy had 13 poison on us, and I just left. I was sitting there with like 6 poison on me, enough health to be killed in that turn, and he was just throwing dice into the poison thing over and over, getting those rerolls out, and he played it perfectly. And just the fact that he is but a CPU in the game that I own, that I paid money for, he didn't stand a chance. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.